this started on my own, and yet here I am alone. And if I take way too long, just say you'll miss me when I'm gone. And I cannot explain this dream I have inside. Dedication can't come close. It bubbles into songs like this, intensified by the tears I've yet to cry. I'll let the music come and go. I'm just a vessel, not a home. Not a home.
What's up, Pasadena?
it's you I really wanna know about. So come on over here and lay down. Baby, open up your arms. Get your feet wet. 'Cause I know your body's hurting. 'Cause your body can't forget. Let me see you in the light. Let me hold you in the dark. 'Cause I ain't tryna hurt you, baby. Just tryna open up your heart. I swear I could read your mind. It's been a minute since we talked like this, but don't you think it's nice from time to time? One day we'll both be laughing, reminiscing about the old days and the new. But right now the tension is unbearable, so let's just play some music like breathing. Oh yeah, baby, open up your arms. Get your feet wet now. 'Cause I know your body's hurting. 'Cause your body can't forget. Let me see you in the light. Oh, let me hold you in the dark. 'Cause I ain't tryna hurt you, baby. Just tryna open up your heart.
Thank you. Man, thank you so much for being here. There's so many people here. I think a lot of you are here for Ryan, so thanks for sticking around for me. How good was he, huh? Yeah, thanks for being here. My name is Lila Forde, and this is the fourth and final chapter of my Tuesdays at this fine establishment, Healing Force of the Universe. And I'm really grateful that you guys are all here to close out this month with me. I'm not gonna say much else. Does anybody here have roommates? Yeah? It's kind of that demographic, right? Alright, well this song I wrote about having roommates. Go for it.
There's a leak in the kitchen ceiling, and it drips while I sit and stare. There's some mold crawling up my window, but I don't mind. I try not to breathe in. Well, there's some tension blossoming in the hallway between the jokes I made and the dog here on the carpet. Oh, I can't get no space every time I try. trying to get some on me. Oh, I can't get no space. Every day there's a fight between pride and shame. It just ain't the same, baby. Oh, I can't get no space. Every time I try, there's another old girl knocking on my door, trying to get some more. Oh, I can't get no space. Every day there's a fight between pride and shame. It just ain't the same anymore.
Thank you so much. I did move out. We're still good friends, so it's okay. D flat, I think. Dog flat, yeah. This next song is called Life Can Still Be Sweet, and it's about those moments in your life when shit really just hits the fan. It's like the worst day ever, the worst week ever, the worst year ever, whatever it is. But then you kind of get that, maybe it's that sliver of hope in the morning when you first wake up and you can't remember that everything's gone to shit, and you remember that life can still be sweet after all.
Where'd all the time go? I've been looking out this window for way too long. Where did my mind go? I'm going crazy from singing the same 3 songs, but I've been living the good life, loving and sleeping in. Life can still be sweet even when you're not playing to win. I think my friend is hurting. She's not acting like the girl that I used to know. She seems uncertain, like something's got a hold of her and won't let go. But soon she'll be married with a couple waiting for it to begin.
As in, maybe that's something we could be. Yeah.
What it was, years are flying by, you're still on the same old stuff. Out of curiosity, was it you or was it me? Things feel so different between us, and I'm missing all my friends. That's some shit that we used to be, goofing off and making a scene at the party. Oh, don't get us started. We broke up, kinda ruined things. Our teenage dreams done. Had to pick between us two, boys and boys, and they chose you. Time to leave the pack, ditch the crew. But I'm missing all my friends. That's something that we used to be, goofing off and making a scene at the party. Oh, don't get us started. Well, times have changed, we're not kids anymore, but for old time's sake, let's just try and be friends. Maybe that's something we could be. Chop it up, I'll make a scene in the classroom. We'll love everyone laughing. Missing all my friends. Maybe that's something we could be. Goofing off and making a scene at the party. Oh, don't get us started. Let's just try and be friends.
Thank you. Nice job, guys. Let's yeah, we got time. We'll just keep playing. I just had I heard you say this. I just had an album come out a couple weeks ago on May 9th, and it's called Vessel. And the first song you heard is the title track. This song is called Till You Melt, and it's also on it. So you can listen to it on your ride home. There's also merchandise available for purchase. My friend Lillian from my Ultimate Frisbee team designed it. Shout out Lillian. Thank you so much for doing that. There's also amazing posters that Austin made. So buy it all up. You know, gas is expensive these days, you guys. So. On you, Ev. This is called Till You Melt.
I don't handle rejection well. It poisons my brain and burns lose myself, and I can't live with the thought of not being wanted by you. Oh no. A beer after work that turns into 4. I trip on my words and fall towards the floor, and I can't honestly say that I'm sorry without sounding drunk. Like all that's gone in the night. No, don't break the ice yourself, 'cause then you're swimming with the sharks. And I told you I know you, I'll wait till you know. And I told you I know you, I'll wait till you know. Never had a feeling last this long. The way it lingers after we've moved on. And I could swear that I've written most of these songs about you. And I told you I know you, I will wait until you melt.
Thanks, guys. This next one is it's for my mom. Her name's Molly. So the song's called Molly. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna count you guys off again. Hold on. Sorry.
Da, 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 da.
You guys ever had a situation where it's just not working out? It's just not working out. It's just not happening. You know it. Speaking of, well, no, that's a bad segue. Can I just get a little bit more of my voice in the monitor? This one's called Wildflowers. Wildflowers on a wooden table. We're willing but unable. We got through the woods, but we're still song is called Home, and I wrote it about my hometown of Seattle, Washington. It was a very vibrant, amazing place to grow up. I grew up in a house that's down the street from a Catholic church, and it was the convent where all the nuns lived. And there was a ghost of a nun that was there when I grew up, and her name was Sister Mary Agnes. And it was also actually the house that I was born in. Like, my mom literally gave birth to me. It was some real, like, Seattle 90s shit. But yeah, I got to spend some time back there last summer where I was not working or hustling or doing anything. I just got to kind of chill and reignite my connection with all these old characters. And this song is the product of that. There's a house on 68th Street, a crimson craftsman style, a convent through the 80s, the nuns were running wild, and one sister still remains there, Mary Agnes is her name, a ghost still plays piano, became proclaimed to fame. There's a neighbor on the corner, he'll raise your old like sleep. There's a mother in the kitchen, she's telling you to eat. There's a father in the backyard, he's got some work for you. So you'll strap on your old work boots if you know what's good for you. I'm coming home. I'm coming home to the room that I was born in, and the streets I used to roam. I'm coming home. I'm coming home, and I know I might regret it, but I sure as hell won't forget it, 'cause there's nothing like my sweet home. My sweet home. Well, Granny is a painter, a man of many trades, a poet in the nighttime, a lawyer in his day, and he'll talk and talk your ear off till you just about had enough. So you lean in and whisper, "Hey Greg, could you shut up?" Auntie Leslie is divorcing her man of 20 years. She says he just don't listen, and he claims she just don't hear. So he's moving to the country to farm with his old man. Auntie Leslie will remain there and do the best she can. I'm coming home. I'm coming home to the room that I was born in, and the streets I used to roam. I'm coming home. I'm coming home, and I know I might regret it, but I sure as hell won't forget it, 'cause there's nothing like my home. Sweet home. My sweet home. My sweet home. I guess this is the last song of my night, but also my month at this place. There are a couple people who have been here every single week, so shout out to you guys. And thank you, Austin and Ruby and Healing Force of the Universe, for allowing me to put on 4 different shows in a month and trusting that they'd be cool and that people would show up. I didn't know, yeah. Really made this last residency one for the books. I'm going to introduce this amazing band. Starting from left to right, we got Mr. Misha Adair on all the keys and the vocals. Oh, and also, I wrote this last song with him. Yes, 50%. He does get 50%. Mr. Evan Z, father of 3.
trees in the distance. I'm on my way to get my share, and I'm not concerned with getting there too fast. We're starting a fire that'll burn out in a flash. I'm keen on building something that'll stick. I'm making it hybrid. I'm going step by step, just a little bit at a time. I'm moving inch by inch. I'm working it rep by rep. There'll be trials and temptations all along this rugged road. Others behind me, fighting beside me. I'll just keep the pace I know, 'cause I'm not concerned with getting there too fast. Starting a fire that'll burn out in a flash. I'm keen on building something that's still. I'm making brick by brick. I'm going step by step. All together now, inch by inch. I'm working it rep by rep. Through winters without rain, through smoke and flame, we'll build it back again. In time, we'll know from ashes we grow. We ride our troubles far below, 'cause we're not concerned with getting there too fast. Takes a little time to build back a city from the ash. We're keen on building something that'll stay, and we're making brick by brick.
Alright, you guys know how to go. It's like brick by brick, step by step, inch by inch, rep by rep.
I'm making brick by brick.